Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. Thank you for hanging out with me today. So please don't mind the lighting. It is a gloomy day today. I am using my ring light, but you know how that goes. I still have not grasped how to use it. In this video, I am back because I am doing another collab with the Faithful Fab 9. And I know we just brought you a recent collab. However, this collab is in honor of Mother's Day. We are doing this collab for our mothers. The video that we're doing today, I don't recall who came up with the idea, but in this video, to kind of honor our mothers, we are going to be recreating the makeup look that they did, either how they do their makeup now or in the past. So for me, my mom does not wear very much makeup. Once in a while she does wear makeup, but not quite often. So I'm going to try to recreate one of her looks from the past. And if I remember correctly, I can remember what she would wear. She didn't wear a ton of makeup as well growing up that I can recall, but she did occasionally wear makeup, and I'm going to show you what she did wear. She sent me a few pictures. Only one of them had actual makeup on in the picture, and that's exactly what I remember her wearing. So I'm going to do my best to recreate that. It was very simple. She didn't do a whole lot. So yeah, that's what we're here today to do. Let me quickly remind you, in case you are not aware, who is in the Faithful Fab 9 group. It is myself, Desi from Desi's Corner, Teresa from Teresa Ann 83, Laura from Gold Star Work, Beth from Little Betsy _79, Faye from Faye Blatcher, Chanel from Embrace Your Beauty with Chanel, Jennifer, who is known as Amethyst Winters. Hopefully I did not forget anybody. Fingers crossed. As I get ready, I'm going to talk a little bit about my mom and things like that. I'm going to get started. I did do my brows. I did them a lot thinner than I normally do because my mom did have really thin brows. Hers were very, very thin, and she would just draw them on with an old school, I don't know if you guys remember, I do not have one. It is the Maybelline eyeliner, but in a red, like it was about this long and it was red, and she would draw that onto her eyes. I remember seeing her. So I don't have that, so I just used what I had on hand. So we're just going to go ahead and move on. And I'm going to be using for foundation, because I'm trying to use this up, the Makeup Revolution Stick Foundation in F4. I'm pretty sure they didn't have stick foundations that I can recall. I believe my mom was more of a loose powder girl, which I also have here as well. But like I said, I want to use this up, so I'm going to go ahead and use this. I did already prime my face. So I'm going to talk a little bit about my mom. I don't want to do a whole lot of talking because, you know, it can end up being a long video, but I do want to give my mom recognition and honor. So I hope you guys don't mind that if it is a longer video, it's not going to be a big deal. So I just want to say that my mom was a mother of 9 children. She was mainly a single mother for most of my life and raised us by herself. My mom definitely had a lot on her plate, and in my opinion, I would say that she did her very best. She worked numerous of jobs at one time. She did everything she could to provide for us, and that is what I am so grateful for, and I'm constantly always thanking her for, because I've seen people with 1 or 2 children and they can barely handle it. And she was able to take care of all of us. I went ahead and put that foundation on my face. That took no time at all. And then I'm going to go in with concealer. I think that, I remember she used to use the CoverGirl foundation in the like kind of weird shaped bottle that was fat at the bottom and kind of went up, which I obviously don't have. And I don't recall her ever having a concealer, but I need to do that because I have very dark circles. So I'm going to go ahead and just take a little bit of this Fenty Beauty. I like this one because my circles are so dark and it's so light that it really just kind of, in my opinion, brightens that up. So as I was saying, I'm going to just take this AOA Studio brush, kind of buff that in, and then I'll go back and blend it with the blender that I'm using. That blender, I forgot to tell you, was from the Dollar Tree, and I actually really do like it. Jessica from Behind the Vanity had used one and she said she liked it, so I thought I would give it a try. I think I had tried one before and didn't like it, but this one I really do like. She kept us all together. And so I'm very thankful for that. I know it wasn't an easy task. I'm thankful that my mom also was living for the Lord, because I believe that's what helped her get through any kind of things she faced and to be able to take care of us. So I do want to say to my mom, thank you, Mom, for all that you've done. Thank you for all that you do, and thank you for always being there for us and always doing everything you could possible to take care of us, to provide for us, to love us, and to keep us together as a family. So I love you and I appreciate you. Okay, so I got that concealer put on right there. And then now I'm just going to powder. So I'm going to use a loose powder, my Maybelline Fit Me, for under my eyes. And then I'm going to go over the rest of the face with this Pure Cosmetics pressed powder and light, because I know she used to use a CoverGirl pressed powder. And I just want to talk about some of the memories I have of my mom and things, you know, growing up. So, growing up, I remember that during the summertime, I was telling my husband and my kids this recently, we would have barbecues every weekend, which was one of the things. I think that's why me and my family and my sisters love barbecues still to this day. We love them, and we would have them all the time, or with our own families, I think, and that's because my mom did that a lot when we were growing up. We would do a lot of barbecues. And so that was very fun. Those are some of my, the memories that I remember and I enjoy. I also remember times where my mom would, on the weekends, she would be off. On the weekends, she would take us to this Chinese place to eat. And then we would go sometimes and take pictures or go do other stuff. We would take family pictures. That was fun. I remember me and my sisters would all have matching outfits. Like during Easter and stuff, if she would buy us these short sets that had shorts and a shirt. And we would all have the same ones except different colors. And I also remember at one point my mom cutting we had really long hair, and she cut all of our hair like literally right here, and we all looked like mushrooms, in my opinion, that I can remember. I hated that haircut. We all did, I'm sure. Okay, so I got that put on right there. I got the powder, everything. I forgot how much I really like that powder, but it's just a tad dark, so you'll probably notice it in my face, but I'm not going to worry about it so much. Okay, moving on. Let's see. I know that she would wear a pretty bright pink blush. So I'm going to go ahead and use this Luminoso from Milani. I'm going to use that because it's a peachy shade, but it gives you that pretty flush of color on your cheeks. And I'm going to kind of go heavy because you guys know I love going heavy on blush anyways, but that's what she used to do. She used to go really heavy on her blush. That is a lot, but she would go heavy, and I like a lot of blush, so that's okay with me. I will blend it out a little bit more. And another thing about my mom is I remember I was probably 12 or 13. I could have been a little older. I honestly can't recall the exact age, but I know I was in that area. And every night before she would go to bed, this is a memory I have with her. Every night before she would go to bed, she would want me to bring her, I think it was either coffee or hot tea. It was one of the two, hot coffee or tea, and a piece of cake every night before she would go to bed, because she would sit in her bed and she would read her Bible before going to bed, and then she needed to have that while she was doing that. And there would be times that I was doing something or I would forget, and she'd call me into the room and she'd say to me, "Where's my cake? Where's my, tea? I can't go to bed without it." And I would laugh and say, "I'm sure you could go to bed without having a piece of cake." And she would laugh. And so that was a fond memory for me, because I do the same thing with my daughter. Not so much cake, but at night I'll get in the bed and I'll call her, and she'll be sitting watching TV in the living room, and I'll call her to get me something to drink or to bring me a snack or something. And so it came to my remembrance, and I told my daughter, I said, your Nana used to have me do the same thing for her. And so that to me tickled me, because I thought, wow, I'm doing to my daughter what my mom used to do to me. Not that it's a bad thing, it was enjoyable, but it was cute to see that and to have that memory and to remember that. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and got the blush. She didn't really wear eyeshadow a whole lot, but what I'm going to go ahead and do is I forgot to powder my top of my lids because they are starting to crease. Just going to blend that in real quick. And she did wear a black liner, and she wore mascara, like very thick mascara, so that's what I'm going to go ahead and do. We're pretty much almost done with the look. She just would put mascara, and she would put eyeliner in her waterline, and then she would wear a either bright pink or a bright red lip, which I think for today I'm going to go ahead and do the red lip, because I don't tend to do a whole lot of red lips, so this gives me an opportunity to do that. So I'm going to quickly curl my lashes, and I'm going to put on the mascara, and then we will come back on. I'm going to use the L'Oreal Voluminous primer, and then the Essence mascara. She did use, I remember, the Maybelline with the green top and pink bottom, but I do not have that, so I'm going to use what I have here on hand. If you hear that sound, that is my air conditioning turning on. I think I got the mascara pretty thick enough. I'm going to add a little bit more on this side. And I do recall her doing her lower lashes. And then now I'm going to go in and finish up with the liner using the LA Colors black liner and my waterline and my tight line. So that's how I remember her wearing her eyes. With the eyeliner, the mascara, she didn't really put eyeshadow on or anything like that. So we're going to finish up with lips. And like I said, I'm going to do a red because she would either do like a bright pink or a red. So for the liner, I'm going to use the Urban Decay Bad Blood 24/7 lip liner right there on my lips. And I'm going to go in with this MAC lipstick. This is a very old lipstick that I have. I'm trying to pan it, but the likes of that happening, I doubt it because it's so old. And this is in Kangaroo. It was a gift from a friend many years ago. I think my daughter was 2 or 3 and she's now 12, so it's pretty old. Possibly may have to get rid of it, but I'm trying not to. But I'm going to use that on my lips over this. Doesn't smell bad or anything. The last thing I'm going to do is take this liquid lipstick. This is in Diva from Ciate London, Liquid Velvet, and I'm just going to, so it can seal everything in. Okay, so this is the finished look. I put on these earrings to kind of tie everything in, and I hope that you guys like it. Like I said, she was pretty easy. She would sometimes have lipstick on her teeth too, so yeah, so this is the finished look. Nothing much to it, really. I did find these beautiful earrings recently at Walmart for $1.50. Very pretty. But yeah, this is the look. Definitely reminds me of my mom. So I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. Again, I just want to say to my mom, thank you so much, Mom, for everything. I love you so much. And I hope that you have the best Mother's Day and know how much you are loved and appreciated and thought of all year long. Thank you so much for helping me become the woman that I am today, the mother that I am today, and the wife. I thank you so much, and I just wanted to do this for you. I hope that you enjoyed it, and hopefully it does remind you of your makeup looks that you used to do. Thank you to this my collab group for this awesome Mother's Day idea. Can't wait to see how your mothers wear their makeup. So yeah, this is the finished look. I do like it. It's just a simple, everyday go-to look. So yeah, guys, I hope that you enjoyed this video. Thank you so much for watching. If you did enjoy, please don't forget to give this video a thumbs up. Thank you guys so much for watching. This is going to end this video for today, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye, guys.